While everybody is getting so euphoric about Ethereum breaking out and Bitcoin touching new all-time highs, there is something very, very important for the chart of Ethereum, which a lot of people are currently missing out on. In this episode, guys, I'm going to discuss the price action on Ethereum and Ethereum against Bitcoin. And also, guys, I will give you an opportunity that is waiting for you to grab and make multiple X's this cycle. And if this is the type of content you enjoy, guys, then make sure that you drop a like and also smash the subscribe button. And now, guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. Right here we have the chart of Bitcoin first. As you can see right here, we got rejected at $124,500, which is fine, guys, because now I am still anticipating a bigger move towards the upside for Bitcoin in the shorter term, and that is most likely going to happen next week. All right. We can actually go a little lower, maybe to around $114,000 or $115,000. And that could be also a retest of the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, which is currently sitting very close to $115,000. In my opinion, guys, this move down is nothing to be panicked about. The volume in this move is very low compared to this move and this move right around here. As you can see, we are not getting enough volume, but in the shorter term on the 4-hour time frame, we are looking at something like this. This is an ABC flat correction. After that, we are looking for impulsive structure towards the upside. So I'm anticipating a move up for Bitcoin to $130,000 and beyond. And the moment you hit $130,000, you are going to technically invalidate all possible scenarios of a beginning of a bear market. All right. So that is something that is going to be a very key level in my opinion. And that level is currently sitting around $130,000. And the thesis behind it is very simple. This is an A, B, C. If B actually goes all the way to $130,000, your wave B is going to be invalidated, which means we are looking for higher prices. And another thing that you should keep in mind is on the daily time frame right around here. So we could be looking for something like this, A, B, and then a C towards the downside. So that level, $130,000, is going to be a key level. If that does not break and we are going to show significant weakness in this region, then definitely, guys, it is possible technically that we take out the low of $74,000. But that is not likely at the moment. At the moment, I think everything is well and good. But if you have a look at the chart of Ethereum against Bitcoin, then you can see right around here, we are very close to finishing the structure towards the upside. Because right here you can see we have a wave 1, wave 2. This is likely your extension of wave 3, looking for a wave 4 now, and then another move up in your wave 5. After that, we have a bigger correction towards the downside for sure. And then we look for another move up. Possibly the end of the cycle is going to be this last move towards the upside for Ethereum, where I anticipate all of the altcoins are going to be going parabolic towards the upside if we end up getting an altcoin season like we used to get in the previous cycles. All right. Now, guys, one more thing that I would like to mention right here is the fact that we could be already ending the structure. This could have been a wave 1, a wave 2 towards the downside, and then a wave 3. This was your wave 4, and then this is your last move up in your wave 5. But because if you actually put a trend-based Fibonacci extension from the low of wave 1 to the high of wave 1 and then to the low of wave 2, then your minimum price target for wave 3 is sitting at 1.618 extension, which we haven't yet touched. And that is also the 800 EMA on the daily time frame, which is going to be a crucial zone of resistance, as you can see from this level as well. All right. But apart from that, guys, if I change these levels, instead of using them on the log scale and I use them on the linear scale, then you can see right here, your wave 3 actually extended all the way to the 1.236, which is still not far enough and not a good target for wave 3. Wave 3 usually goes all the way to the 1.618. So still, I believe that there is a possibility that we are still inside of a wave 3. We are forming some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wave structure towards the upside. And then we are going to form a wave 4 and then another wave 5. That is likely. But in my opinion, guys, in the shorter term, there is a very high likelihood that we are going to be actually seeing some correction or consolidation for the price action of Ethereum itself. All right. So yesterday, guys, what happened was Crypto Man Ran from Crypto Banter actually said that Bitcoin actually exploded after breaking past the previous all-time highs of $69,000. All right. He said that we saw a big move up on the price action of Bitcoin, but he missed a very crucial point. We actually took out the highs, the all-time highs for Bitcoin right here itself. You know, back in March of last year, we did touch $73,000. But then we went into a very long prolonged correction. In my opinion, that is also possible for the price action of Ethereum, but of course not on this larger scale that we had on Bitcoin. All right, so it's not going to be taking multiple months, but definitely it could take like 2 to 3 weeks before we actually start to see this kind of a move towards the upside for Ethereum and cruising towards $6,000, $7,000 and even $8,000 in this particular cycle itself. All right, now this is something that I really wanted to pay attention to, because a lot of you are currently going crazy about Ethereum's price action, and Ethereum is going up, so all of the altcoins on the Ethereum blockchain are also going to go up. I have seen the post from 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗧𝗧. He mentioned that a lot of these altcoins that he has been mentioning in his videos for like almost 2 years now are going to be doing a 20x very soon by September itself. Most likely a clickbait, but I really want to let you know, guys, that it is not going to happen right now, right? We have September, and usually September is the month where we actually see some sort of a correction. And then we have the Token 2049 event in Singapore in the beginning of October. I think that is going to be a turning point in the market, and that is when we are going to see the actual explosive move towards the upside for your altcoins as well as for Ethereum. So in my opinion, guys, the next 30-40 days are going to be sideways for the price action of Ethereum as well as for a lot of altcoins, but a few are definitely going to be the outperformers, and I will discuss 7 altcoins in this episode itself that are looking primed to explode towards the upside. And also, guys, just as I mentioned, because Ethereum is almost back to its all-time highs, a lot of these altcoins on Ethereum are actually performing very well. But in case you actually see some sort of a correction or some sort of a consolidation for the price action of Ethereum, you could be getting very good entry points for these altcoins. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you in this episode. So let's dive into the first play right away. The first one is going to be Serve. This is OpenServe, and I am hella bullish on this one. I think this is going to maybe even $1 billion market cap in this cycle itself. Guys, if you are going to get a proper altcoin season, this definitely goes to $1 billion in my opinion. I was very early to call Virtual's protocol back in the day around 15 cents. That is when I actually called it, and nobody was talking about it. I called it around April of 2024 when we had this mini run up on the price action of Virtuals. If I show you this price action, then let me just quickly get back right around here. Then you can see this was the run. We had a run from around 1 cent all the way to around 22 cents. All right. And then I called it around 15 cents. This is where I called it. Then price plummeted all the way down to around 2 cents one more time. But I kept on holding, and that is when I actually was able to reap the rewards of this particular call when it actually hit $4.6. Even more than that, I guess. It almost touched $5, right? So I think this is going to be the next Virtuals in my opinion. This is any agent, any framework, any chain. This is something that I really am very bullish on, and that is why I think this is a very good bet in my opinion. Definitely, guys, not financial advice, and anything that I say in this episode should not be construed as financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I am doing with my own personal funds. So you do you, and you take these risks knowing that you are actually trading crypto, and this is highly volatile in nature in itself, and definitely you should pay attention to risk management as well. All right, now right here you can see we were trading in some sort of a parallel channel. We broke out right around here, we came back again, we got rejected here, got support here. Now we are again breaking out and confirming support in this region. I believe that this region right around here at $43-47 million market cap is a very good bet on OpenServe, and we are looking at a massive move towards the upside. Guys, one more thing that I really want to mention right away is the fact that a lot of you think that you should not be getting into utility plays, because meme coins are meme coins and everybody knows what they are getting into. There is no utility, and either they are going to do a 20x, either they are going to do a 100x, or they are going to go to 0. All right, but this is not how the actual players play in this market. All right, the whales do not just gamble all the time. All right, you have to understand that a lot of people actually invest in projects where the team is actually working on ground. All right, I meet these teams in the events that I attend, and I would be going to Singapore once more for the Token 2049 event. So if you would be there, I would be really glad to catch up with you all as well. And apart from that, if you are from Korea, I would be visiting South Korea as well later in September for the Korea blockchain event. So make sure that you catch up there as well. But what I do at these events is I talk to these teams. It is an important factor to actually know that there is a legit team behind a project rather than just anonymous teams just creating tokens, giving it a name, putting out a roadmap and telling you that you should get into this because this is the next breakthrough technology. All right, it's not. All right, that is why I think that you should also look forward into the utility plays that I'm mentioning right here. It's not just about meme coins. With meme coins, only one out of hundreds and hundreds that are available is going to be hitting $1 billion in market cap, and it is going to be very difficult, guys. I'm telling you. All right, there is a lot of dilution right now in the meme coin market, and that is why I think you should also position yourself on solid altcoins on Ethereum right now, and maybe during the consolidation or the correction that I'm talking about for Ethereum. If that happens, then definitely you could be getting some good entry points. So for OpenServe, I would say that this region right around here is going to be a good entry point in my opinion. Definitely, I'm holding it for the next 6 months. So that is the timeline that I'm giving you. Again, anything is possible, guys. I have done this before, and I know if you don't take profits at the right time, you are going to be round tripping all your gains. So make sure that you always pay yourself. Make sure that you take out your initials at a 3 or a 4x on these kind of plays as well. All right, moving on to the next one, guys. We have Gradient. This is gray. As you can see right around here, we have the current market cap sitting at $17 million. A lot of KOLs are behind this one. And the only reason why I don't like this kind of a chart is because of the fact that, when something just straight up goes up and you would have only gotten a chance to buy right here, or right here, or right here, right? In this region, basically between, I would say, $14 million market cap to around $24 million market cap. This is where, retail entered. This is where these whales entered. These KOLs actually got a bag. All right. So this is a controlled supply altcoin. All right. Now, if this has to run, I would want it to actually run from here itself. I would not want to see this particular play to actually break down from this key trend that we are currently printing. All right. So this region right here is your zone of support sitting around $15 million market cap. If that breaks, I would be looking at lower prices, potentially coming to $6 million. So again, because this is a KOL play, I don't really trust these kind of plays, but still this has got a lot of hype. So I would say that you can keep an eye out on this one as well. I would not say that, you should wait for a breakout, because sometimes what happens is, you actually get to see a breakout, but then it actually tanks back towards the downside. So that is also a possibility, guys. All right. At the end of the day, you are still in crypto, even if you're buying an altcoin. But this one has a lot of hype. So I really thought of mentioning it right here itself. I think this is going to a $100 million market cap, in my opinion, if everything plays out as it should. All right. Moving on to the next one, guys, we have non-Kyoto protocol. This is NKP. All right. Right here you can see this is a decentralized infrastructure designed to transform the global carbon credit system by integrating blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, and real-world verified assets. NKP addresses the inefficiencies and trust gaps of legacy carbon markets, enabling transparent issuance, real-time verification, and decentralized governance of carbon credits. I think this has a lot of potential, but right now it has really run up quite a lot, currently sitting at $14 million market cap. I shared this one inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪's private right around here, when the launch actually happened. So this one has actually performed pretty well so far, but right now I would not suggest you to buy at these highs. Just keep it in your watch list and see if, price comes back down and starts to hold significant zones of support. And as far as these zones are concerned, I can mark it off for you on the chart itself. These are the two zones that I would want the price to actually hold and, show some significant strength, with volume increasing as well. Right. So one level is going to be 10.45 million and the other one is going to be very close, around $7 million. And of course, if you're looking for these kind of plays in real time, then definitely check out 𝗕𝗪𝗪's private. The link is given in the description section below. And right now we are running a massive offer of 20% discount on the monthly, as well as $200 extra off on the yearly plans. So make sure that you check it out and get in as soon as possible, because it is only available for the first 20 people and the slots are currently running out. The first link in the description is the one that you should be clicking. All right. Moving on to the next one, guys, we have TRWA. Now this is 𝗕𝗪𝗪. And the reason why I am mentioning this one, guys, is the fact that this is a stablecoin ecosystem. And in my opinion, guys, the most returns that you will make in this cycle are going to be from stablecoin narratives and AI plays. All right. These are the two buzzing words right now for the crypto sector. All right. And that is exactly where 𝗕𝗪𝗪 comes into play. Right now, you can see we were trading in this ascending channel and then we broke out from $71 million market cap. And currently we have seen a significant growth towards the upside. We also see volume picking up in this region, as you can see. Now, if price comes back down into this region for a potential zone of support around 70 or even to the lower trend line around $60 million market cap, that is going to be a must buy, in my opinion, for 𝗕𝗪𝗪. Apart from that, guys, I can also give you my Fibonacci levels for this. For that, we are going to be doing a Fibonacci from the highs right here to the lows right around here. So you have another key zone of support, the current zone of support around $107 million. And then below that, you have another zone of interest around $83 million. All right. I'm not in on this one yet, but I'm really keen to get an entry on 𝗕𝗪𝗪. I think this is going to go much higher from here onwards, because the real players, the real whales who actually move the market, they're looking for safer plays which are already sitting above $100 million market cap. They're not always just gambling with their money all over the place. All right, moving on to the next one, guys. I will be talking about one of my most favorite plays from the AI sector on Ethereum, and that is going to be Vertical AI. This is 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧𝗧, and this one is also heavily shielded by Alex Becker. I think, guys, he's sharing quite a lot of plays, and I know what happens behind the scenes, so I know why he is sharing those plays as well. But with this one, I am very confident that it is going to be surpassing its all-time highs very, very soon. And this region between $12 million and $24 million was the region where I was bidding on Vertical AI, and I mentioned this inside Karoshi's private as well, inside the 100x program. Right now, I think it is going to go much, much higher from here onwards, currently sitting at $40 million. A crucial zone of support at the moment is sitting around $32 million. So if you actually get that kind of a dip, that is going to be a good entry in my opinion. All right. And if I also expand the levels on Fibonacci, then you can see right here, we are currently running into the 618 resistance at 42.31 million. So definitely there is a likelihood you could actually see some sort of a retrace. However, if we reclaim $42 million as support, then we are looking for the next target sitting around $68 million. All right. After that, new all-time highs. I think this is definitely going to go much, much higher. It's basically for fine-tuning of AI models. I think if you can find a team which is experienced in AI data training, you could actually hit a massive jackpot for this cycle, and this could be one of those. All right. Definitely, guys, not financial advice once more. So do not just blindly ape everything. Make sure that you do your own research. Find your own conviction. As I always say, never borrow conviction. All right. Moving on to the next one, guys, we have Astra. This is Astra AI, AI plus banking plus DeFi. The team behind this one is top notch. All right. So I think this is definitely going to go to multi-hundreds of millions of market cap. And currently you can see we are waiting for a potential breakout right here from the $30 million resistance. If it goes from the $30 million resistance, currently your support is $20.5 million. Once you break out, you're looking at new highs very, very soon, in my opinion. And to just give you a quick gist of how high you could be looking at, then you can see right around here, the next target is going to be $83.66 million. I think the next leg up is going to be much, much volatile compared to just, going all the way to like $84 million market cap. I think this is the minimum or the most modest price target that I can give you for the shorter term for Astra. I'm very, very bullish on this one as well. Currently just $24 million. Key support coming around $20.5 million to around $23 million. All right. Moving on to the final Ethereum beta play, it is going to be definitely the Cult coin. It is the official coin of 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗦 Cult NFTs, and I think we are spotting some sort of a bottom right around here. I have been mentioning this one, guys, from around $34 million market cap. I mentioned one more time around $50 million market cap. If you're not following me on X, you should definitely do so right away. And I think this is going to go much, much higher from here onwards. Currently sitting at $73 million. Maybe price comes back down to $55 million, which is going to be a key level of support. And more importantly, a support resistance flip. As you can see, this was resistance earlier on. So naturally, I'm expecting this to convert into support around $55 million. And guys, if you compare it with Pudgy Penguin's NFTs or the PENGU token, right here you can see, after the launch, they also did something similar. It launched at around $2 billion in market cap, and then it tanked all the way down right around here to $237 million. Everybody faded this low right here, but this is your second chance. Similar hype as the Pudgy Penguins NFT. This one, 𝗕𝗪𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗦 NFTs have the similar hype, and right here you can see we have a massive launch and then price plummeted towards the downside. Now forming some sort of a bottom structure, we have the first higher high and also the first higher low. All right, definitely a change of structure here, and I'm looking at much higher prices for the Cult token as well. And definitely $73 million, guys, pretty cheap in my opinion for what they are doing behind the scenes. All right, now before I go, guys, I have something to talk about. We have this new launch. It's called 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧𝗏, the Bitcoin mascot. All right, a few guys are promoting this one. Guys, I don't have anything against the guys who are pushing this one, but this is straight up scam. All right, I'm telling you right now. This is currently sitting at $12.4 million market cap, and I tracked the wallets right here. The guys who bought in this region, the guys who bought right around here, and then they basically gave you an entry right here around $5 million market cap. And now you must be really happy if you bought right around here. You have doubled your money right now, and at one point it was also up around 3x. All right, but this is going to go all the way to zero eventually. First off, this is not original. All right. And also I shared it right around here on Twitter yesterday itself when, these guys were starting to push this one. You can see the proof right here. There are like more than 30 wallets all funded by 𝗕𝗓𝗓, as you can see in this region, and all of them bought the exact same amount of tokens. How is that possible? They bought at a little different time compared to each other, but they bought the exact same amount of token. Crazy, right? $218 buy for this particular wallet, and they bought 12.9 million tokens. Then another wallet bought $546 worth of it, and again bought 12.8 million tokens. Another wallet bought $276 worth, 12.8 million tokens. Again, $800, 12.8 million again, and $597 this time, 12.7 million tokens. And then again, $331 and 12 million tokens. So a lot of these wallets have bought 12 million tokens, and they're all funded fresh from 𝗕𝗓𝗓 because they don't want you to track them. All right. And all of them hold 1% or more of supply of this particular token. And right now you can see the PNL right here in front of you. If you trust these guys, I'm really angry, guys, right now. These guys are straight up scamming people. This is not right. All right. You see right here, the PNL is $192,000 after buying $218. Another one, $190,000, $191,000, $190,000. Basically, you know, because they bought the exact same amount of tokens, they are sitting at the exact same PNL. All right. So I think this is a very big bundled scam right here in front of you. They will push it. All right. I'm not telling you that this is going to come back down right here today itself or tomorrow itself. They will push it. What happens is they will wait for all of retail to actually get in. They will create some FOMO as well. This will go up. All right. And then once they see that there is not enough interest, new interest, I would say, then they are going to slowly sell these tokens in the market, and you are going to be becoming exit liquidity if you buy this token, 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, the Bitcoin mascot. All right. Now, one more thing I can tell you, they can be getting some centralized exchange listings very soon, which is quite possible because if you pay a little money, these exchanges have no soul. They are going to be listing this token very quickly. All right. $10,000, $20,000. That is all they actually ask. All right. And these guys are actually sitting at $190,000 or $200,000 in profits on like 30, 40 wallets. That is more than millions and millions of dollars. All right. Now, again, because there is not enough liquidity, they cannot take it all out. So they would want it to be a slow mover. And, you know, as price goes up, there will be more euphoria, more FOMO, more people getting trapped. And I don't want that to happen to you guys. So definitely stay away from this one, in my opinion. And also, I have chat proof of how this entire idea of the Bitcoin mascot, you know, the mascot existing on the Bitcoin official website, was stolen. All right. The original one is right here. All right. This one was launched on 15th of July, as you can see right around here. This even bonded back in the day. And this one is launched 10th of August. All right. And they never told you because they were buying this right here. They were buying low. And then they told you right here to buy at $5 million. Right. What's your risk to reward here? Nothing. You're just getting trapped over and over again. I'm really pissed, guys. I'm really pissed, honestly. Anyway, so to fight with the cabal, I am here first off to just call them out in the first place. And also I have decided to openly support the OG Bitcoin mascot, 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓. They even, you know, these guys even copied the banner, the logo, everything. They copied every single thing. All right. This one, the OG one, which was launched 1 month ago, is on pump.fun. Right here you can see the contract address as well. And this one is currently sitting at $846,000 market cap. And if you followed me on X, then you would have actually gotten an entry exactly when I bought it, because I thought that this does not just have to be inside Kuroshi's private. This deserved to be seen by everybody out there. So I shared this call on X for absolutely free. As you can see, I called it at around $300,000 market cap. And right now we are sitting at $861,000. I think once you break past $1 million market cap, this is your crucial resistance for the time being. You are going to go much, much higher on 𝗕𝗓𝗓𝗓, and I am in, and I'm not selling this one until and unless we are going to flip the Cabal farm right here sitting at $13 million market cap. All right. It is up to you guys, not financial advice. If you really like the guys who are pushing this one, or if you just want to be returning back the favor by giving up all of your Momo gains and putting all of the money that you made on Momo into this one so that they can take it away from you and they can hunt you down, then definitely no hard feelings. Do so. This is your money. You take care of it. All right. I'm just letting you know in advance what is going on behind the scenes. And tomorrow I will be doing a comprehensive update on this particular thing that is going on in the market. And I will let you know. I will call them out. I will show you the proof. All right. Because this is now getting out of hands, guys. All right. I really want each and everybody out there to be making money, but you have to do it right. All right. Do not get trapped with these people. If you don't want to be joining Kuroshi's private, it is fine. If you don't want to be taking up my calls, it's fine. But at least protect your money and don't buy this shit. All right. That is it. That is all I want to say. But of course, if you have brains of your own and if you have seen the track record, then you can make the decision for yourself. And if you are interested in Karoshi's private, there is a massive discount that is going on right now, as I promised in yesterday's video, to celebrate 2,000 subscribers on YouTube and 7,000 followers on X. I am launching a discount offer for serious people to lock in inside Karoshi's private. If you have it, what it takes to actually win in the market, if you have the mindset, then definitely check it out. The link is given in the description section below. It's 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 and you get 20% extra discount on monthly subscription by using the code LOCKIN, valid for only first 20 users, and the slots are running out as I speak. And then you also get $200 extra discount on yearly subscription by using the code on top. All right, valid for only first 10 users. So definitely check it out. The link to join is given in the description section below. And that is basically all, guys, from this particular episode. If you enjoyed watching the ETH Alpha, the ETH analysis, as well as the Ethereum plays that I shared with you all, and also the fact that I am ready to call each and everybody out there no matter what they do, then guys, make sure that you drop a like and also smash the subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.